Hoover back up for those of you that were in the other elevator. All right, now the Hoover Dam was built in Black Canyon, but before construction could begin, they had to divert the water of the Colorado River. Now they did this by building 4 diversion tunnels, 2 on the Nevada side, 2 on the Arizona side. Now these tunnels were 56 feet in diameter, about 4,000 feet long, and then they lined the inside of them with 3 feet of concrete. Now it took 19 months to complete these tunnels, and we're actually standing in one of the original diversion tunnels today. So we're about right there near that yellow line. Now all that rock and debris that came out of the tunnels, they used that to build 2 earthen dams. Upper Coffer Dam was about 100 feet tall, and what it did, it pushed the water through the tunnels and around the work site. Lower Coffer Dam, 65 feet tall, and what that did, prevented the water from backing back in. Now once the site was ready, the men dug down 135 feet till they hit bedrock, and it would take another 2 years to complete the dam. The men worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 3 8-hour shifts. Every 78 seconds, they placed 16 tons of concrete. They were only given 2 days off a year, July 4th and Christmas. Now, with construction near the end, they closed off 3 of the 4 tunnels with heavy steel gates. Now, they left the 4th tunnel open because it still had to deliver water downstream. Now, the reason they closed 3 of the tunnels, this allowed Lake Mead to fill up. This took about 6.5 years. Now, when the water was able to go through the power plant, they closed off that final tunnel, and then they blasted away this lower Coffer Dam to allow the river to flow naturally downstream. The upper Coffer Dam is still underwater in Lake Mead today. And then they allowed the tunnels to dry out, and they closed off the front upper part of the tunnels. They put 400-foot concrete plugs in each tunnel. Now, so anything right here that you see in yellow, we no longer use that part of the tunnels anymore. But the lower half is still in use today. Connected to each outer tunnel is a spillway, 1 on each side. Now these spillways set 27 feet below the top of the dam, and they're used for flood control. Now they work similar to your overflow drain in your bathtub. Now we have actually only used them twice, once in 1941 to test them, and then the second time was in 1983 because of heavy spring runoff. Water in the lake actually rose within 7 feet from the top of the dam. Water poured over our spillways for 62 consecutive days with the force of Niagara Falls. And I don't know if y'all noticed this when you came in. That's a photo taken during that event. And this is our Nevada side of the spillway, and you can see the dam and the intake towers in the background. Now, talking about the towers, you saw them when you came in today. There's 2 on each side. Now, how they work is the water flows into the towers by gravity, and then it goes into a 30-foot diameter penstock pipe. That's that large black pipe you see outside each window. Now, as much as 96,000 gallons per second flow through this pipe. So that rumbling noise you hear, that vibration under your feet, that's actually the water flowing through the pipe that's underneath us. Now from there we send it to smaller penstock pipes where the water goes down to our generators. There it produces electricity. Once it's complete, we release the water and it goes on downstream. So here's our next stop right here on the Nevada side of the power plant. So allow me to get back up front and we'll take us all back to the elevator.